This is the Marvel Legends series Black Widow with motorcycle. The figure is part of the first wave, an installment of these new Marvel Legends riders, as they call them, and each will come with a vehicle. The other set in this wave is Ghost Rider and his flame cycle. Then I guess we're going to have for wave 2, we're going to get Logan and his motorcycle. So Black Widow and her sleek stealth motorbike. Pretty cool. We're going to open it together. Looking very nice. Here's a look at the packaging. Nothing much to it. Artwork. Very nice. Nice little comic book artwork. From the looks of this figure, it looks to be a representation of the Black Widow, which appeared in the latest comic books that we have from Marvel Comics. The one by Phil Noto and the one after that, where she had to take care of some business about her past, about being in the Red Room and whatnot. So I'm gonna get rid of this and all that. So very cool. For those of you who are fans of that comic book, this is a great set to have. So she comes with an extra head, figure, no weapons, just a sleek looking motorbike. So let's take her out of... And here is the Black Widow and her motorcycle out of packaging. I have her dismounting. There's no other accessory except an extra head, which kind of looks like Mary Jane. There are no guns, which is weird because the Black Widow is a super spy, assassin. Should have at least a rifle or 2 pistols. Nothing. No batons, no nothing. And that's a little bit of a shame. That's minus points for me for this set. Black Widow is one of my favorite Avengers. Been reading up the comic books. I love the character. I love what Marvel's done to them. If you've read Secret Empire, I mean, who hasn't? She is still dead in the comic book world, and hopefully, I mean, nobody stays dead. Like, they brought back Wolverine, they brought back Jean Grey. They're probably gonna bring her back somehow through an Infinity Stone thing, whatever. But this is a great figure. Let's start with the bike, since that's the easier one. Looks like a nice little bike. Feels light, much cheaper than what you'd normally get for a motorbike. I think, you know, I was expecting more from this. Would have been nice if they put a little bit of die cast in it, but it's all plastic. The rubber tires are a nice touch. I love that. I mean, that gives it more points. It feels like it's one of those Maisto bikes that's sold on retail with a clear box and all that, but it feels a lot cheaper. The rubber tires are great, but there are no die-cast parts, and it feels very flimsy. Even that steering wheel and handlebars, it feels like it's gonna break. There's a nice little windshield, clear plastic, some headlamps. Everything about it is Black Widow, black and red. I love the color combination on this one. Just look at the detail. The paint they used, very, very nice. Does it have suspension? Oh yeah, very nice suspension. The wheels roll very, very nicely, but again, it's just a bike. I'm sure they can easily repaint this to a Deadpool bike or something like that. So it has a kickstand. Flip it up like that. It rolls very well, so very, very nice. Enough of the bike. On to the figure itself. Figure, I believe, is a new mold. It's a brand spanking new mold. There are inconsistencies with the paint. This is glossy. Legs and arms are glossy, but her glutes, abdomen, torso, chest area, a little bit on the matte side. Yeah, easily customizable, but would have been great if it were uniform. He's got her bracelets, her gauntlets, silver. Very cool, very consistent with the comic books. He's got pistol grip. He's got pistol grip fists for pistols that she does not have. Head sculpt looks fantastic. I love this paint apps on it, the detail, the design. You can, I hope, swap it quite easily with this one, the long-haired version. It's really up to you which one you prefer. I mean, some like her short-haired. Some like her with long hair. Long hair is fine. It's more accurate to the cartoons, but if you're in the comic books, I think the short hair is the one you want to get. So let me just pop it. I'll give you a good look at that. Very nice. Just kind of looks a lot like Mary Jane instead of Black Widow. So could pass for a Jean Grey. All right. So let me just pop that off and get the regular head back on. So very cool. It's a little bit loose now because I used it. It was loose to begin with. Some of the joints are not as tight as I want. They're mostly tight. The hips are very loose. I don't know, maybe it's because they've been using that central body. Maybe it's a repurposed one. I'm not particularly sure. I've sold off most of my Marvel Legends now, but I love the design. This is classic Black Widow on her belt. So very, very cool. Articulation, ball jointed neck that's on a hinge, ball jointed upper torso, ball hinge shoulders, ball hinge elbows that go beyond 90 degrees. That's cool. Ball hinge wrists that go up and down. Very nice. It would have been nice if it had a gun. This goes in and out, much like a G.I. Joe figure. Ball jointed hips. Double jointed knees that go all the way up there. Ball hinge ankles with the rocker joints. And for size comparisons, I still have a few Marvel Legends figures. Here is Jean, and that foot has been recycled like heck. I mean, it's there with Jean, it's here with that female foot with Rogue. Man, Hasbro needs to step up on that because it's a great design, but the problem I have with it, it's not as flat as I want it to be, and the figure just keeps on tipping over as you've seen. So it's a good scale, a little bit taller than Jean, a little bit shorter than Rogue, which is just about right. So very, very cool. So final thoughts on the figure. It's gonna get a 9 out of 10 for me. I love the Black Widow. I love the idea of the motorcycle, but the weapons, lack of weapons, is a bit of a bummer. The bike feels a little bit flimsy, and I wish instead of an alternate head, they could have given her something more, like, again, like I said, weapons. They made the bodysuit more uniform. Don't get me wrong, it's a great figure. It's selling for $40 in the US. Here in Manila, it's selling for $60. Hobby shops, some hobby shops here will give you like $4 off or $5 off. I got this one at Kramer Toy Warden for, yeah, about $4 less than $30, about $26, $25. It's not too bad. It's a great set, and I definitely recommend it. But if you're looking to get either one, the Ghost Rider or this one, I think you should get the Ghost Rider first, and then this one maybe second, or maybe on clearance. Not a lot of collectors are after it. Black Widow being one of my favorite, I had to get it. And yeah, very, very cool. Gets a 9 out of 10. I hope you've enjoyed this little video review. This has been the Marvel Legends series of Black Widow with motorcycle from the new Marvel Riders series. Thanks for watching. Need a ride, Rogue? Jean and I's gonna hop on this bike of mine. No, thanks, sugar. I think I'm fine. I can fly. Don't you want to share the bike? It's big enough for all three of us. Okay.